Hello, welcome back to Scrapbooks Made Easy with Beth. Today I'm going to show you a fun page using the Sweet Summer. And I'm going to pull this top sheet out just so you can see the pretty colors that are in this. And then also, these are the coordinating colors. So if you have our cardstock, those are the colors that go well, and I actually have pulled all of them out as well. So I'm going to use this cute popsicle page for my base. And what I've cut here is 5 different strips that are 2 1/4. So I'll show you on here. Sorry, 2 1/2, let's do 2 1/2. And then I'm going to cut 1 inch off of them. You're not gonna cut 2 at a time, this is thick cardstock. So I'm gonna line them up here, take 1 inch off of each one, and then do the same thing with this one. So now our strips are 2 1/2 by 11. And now I'm going to take the circle punch, and I like to use my punches upside down when I'm trying to do something like this where they're right in the middle. So I can kind of pay attention to where my paper is. Make sure it's all the way up to the front of the punch and centered. And I'm gonna do the same thing with all 4. I've already done one, so the other 4 strips that I cut. All right, so now I'm just gonna lay these out based on color. How do I like the colors? Do I want the greens on the outside? Do I want the purples? Do I want 4 or 5? Which I think I'm going to just do those. Although this one's really bright. Maybe I'll do this one instead of the purple. So I'm just gonna lay those out to where I like them. And then, oh, I know what I can do. I can take the purple. Nope, I'm gonna take this striped one. I'm gonna just slide that over. And I'm going to use the border maker system. And I have the new Sea Star. So I'm going to punch here. So now I have a really pretty decorative Sea Star punched out. Hopefully you can see that there. And then what I want to do with that is cut it into pieces that will go in my circles. So I'm going to use these. I'm just going to lay down the top of these right now because I'm going to want to pick this back piece up. Make sure it's nice and straight. Again, that's why I use the repositionable, because then I don't have to worry so much about it being straight. I still want it straight, but I can pick it back up and put it back down if I want to. And if you want to use 5 strips, then just make them 2 inches. Because you want to leave room in between them. That's the fun, is seeing that popsicle paper sticking in between them. And now I'm going to take what I cut out, and you could do it either way. Maybe a solid one would look better. Maybe I'll try that, and we'll try it both ways to see. And you're gonna cut strips of this. That one's too long. Cut strips of this to go behind each circle. So now, put a little adhesive on that. And then this I want to go in the middle. Let's see what it looks like, because that gets kind of lost in there. So let's see what it's gonna look like if I did. I like that eggplant color. Let's see what it looks like with the eggplant. Or you can even double them up. So let's try that too. That's the beauty of it. You can play around with it. So maybe what we do is take this up, put the purple down and shadow it a little bit. See if that makes it stand out anymore. What actually does. So maybe every other one. So maybe then on this one, instead of using the colors, I just use the purple. Oh yeah, I like that much better. All right, so we're gonna take this back off and I'm just gonna put the purple underneath it. And again, you just have to play around with what you like. I do that all the time. So I'm gonna save these because I'll show you another cool thing to do with those. So I need 2 more cut out for that. That one might be a little long. Let's see. Put that under there, and then this one under here. And now you can take your circles and do opposing colors up here. This is great for any beach page, any outdoors page, anything that's just, I love the colors on this. And then you can take these and should have put those on first because now I want to cut around the circle. So you can cut around the circle on those and that's going to give your color that I wanted up on the top. So cut around those. And we'll do the other 2, just so I can show you the completed page. And again, that's why I love the repositionable tape runner, because I do things like that all the time where I stick something down, then I have another idea, and I can pull it back up. All right, so there's my page. Let me get rid of these. There's the page, and now you can take some of the embellishments or a couple of your photos, and you could either mat them, or I could put both the boys right there. I could mat them behind purple. So let's even take a square. This is another thing I like to do. If you don't want to mat the whole photo, you can just mat portions of it. So I can take just the corner. Maybe I can take the corner, top corner of that one and the bottom corner of this one. And it brings out that purple. And then if you want to get real fancy, you can use some of the embellishments. I honestly don't think I need that. If you wanted to put this in up here instead of cutting out, another option would be to not do these 2 and put the popsicles across the top there. So lots of options, just play around. The embellishments for the sweet summer are really pretty too. Here's just summertime. That could go across the bottom or even up there. So lots of ideas, really easy page, and I hope you enjoyed it.